guys, Average Guy at Craps here. I'm going to start a new series here called the Know Your Craps. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to take one portion of the board and talk about it. And what I want to talk about is we'll go through what it is, how to play it. Now guys, I have a lot of people at the casino that kind of know me, that are new to craps. You know, they're learning the game and that kind of stuff. And you know, there's a lot of people that still don't understand. So I'll go through some basics. Then we'll go through a little more heavy. We'll talk about the math of how it works. And then we'll give potential advice on how that math works. It's one thing to know the math, but what does that mean when you're playing? And then we'll play it a little bit and see what happens. So today we're going to focus on the pass line. Okay? So this is this bet right here. Right on this outside rim closest to each person at the rail. And what the pass line is, it is a contract bet. What that means is once you put this down there, you cannot take it off. Like your inside numbers, field, that kind of stuff, you can take them down if you want. This you cannot take down. Once a point is established, you are there. Okay? So, let's see if I can reach these dice. So anyway, so on a come out roll, so when the puck is off, this has to be off, all right? You can bet the pass line. This is the only time you can make this wager. So when you hit the pass line here, this is going to pay 1-to-1, which means if I win this bet, I'm going to get paid the exact amount that I have. Okay? So it's a 1-to-1 bet. Now, on the come out roll, so when the puck is off and no point has been established, okay, there are two ways to win this. If I roll a 7, I will win $5. And if I roll an 11, actually there's a 7 right there. And if I roll an 11, then I would win my pass line. So there's two ways to win, 7 and 11. There are 3 ways to lose. If I get a 2, a 3, or a 12, 2, 3, or 12, then this loses. This is just on the come out roll when the puck is off. 7 or 11 I win, 2, 3, 12 I lose. So now when you look at that, you say, oh man, that's 3 ways to lose. Well, it's not. There are 6 ways to roll a 7. So there are 6 ways I can win on the 7. There are 2 ways to roll an 11. So there's actually 8 rolls that will win on this bet on the come out roll. Okay? Now, the 2, 3, or 12. There's only one way to roll ace and ace. There's only one way to roll a 12. And there's 2 ways to roll a 3. So there's 4 ways that you could lose. So there's 8 ways I can win, 4 ways I can lose. And then there's 24 ways that it just doesn't matter, okay? So that's why the come out roll, we have a little bit of an advantage on the pass line because we're looking for the hottest number, the 7, the most frequently rolled, along with the 11. So that's the pass line. So it is, again, it's a contract bet. You cannot pick it back up. You can only make this bet when the puck is off. There are times you can put it down. We're not going to talk about that right now. Let's just do this now. So again, this is placed before the point is rolled, okay? So, we are here, we're going to put $5 on the pass line. So let's say the shooter shoots a 10. So, our point is 10. The puck will go to on. Okay, now that puck's on, we cannot touch this, all right? Now that we've established a point, the only way we can win this is if we hit the point. The point is 10, so if I hit this, I'm going to win. And I'm going to get $5. Okay? Now, the way I lose it is if a 7 rolls before a 10. So if 7 rolls, I lose. Okay? So once we're past the come out, we want the point. We need it to hit again. And if a 7 comes out, then we lose. Any other roll means nothing. It just sits here. Okay? So that's the pass line. That's really all there is to that. So come out roll, 7 or 11 we win, 2, 3, 12 we lose. Contract bet, once a point is established, we cannot remove it, okay? We win this if we hit the point, which was established, and we lose it if a 7 comes out. That's all there is to the pass line, okay? So, that's pretty simple. Again, we talk about the advantage of 8 ways and 4 ways. So, let's talk about odds real quick, okay? So, there's another part of pass line is where we can place odds. And that is a bet that is placed behind the pass line. On the bubble craps, it's next to it. Anyway, you can put it behind the pass line. Now, if the point is 10, and we have odds, and we win the 10, true odds for the 10 are 2 to 1. So I would win 1 for my flat bet, and I'd win 2 of my bets here, okay? So on the 4 and 10, the odds are 2 to 1. So that means you would win your flat bet on the pass, and your odds would give you 2 chips for 1, okay? That's the 4 and 10. Let's move, maybe I should get my stick so I got some room. Let's move to the 5 and 9. Now the 5 and 9 is a little bit different because it has odds of 3 to 2. Now this is one little trick you need to know. Whenever you put odds on a 5 and 9 on the pass line, it needs to be an even number. And a lot of way people remember that is 5 and 9 both end in E, and that means even number. I've heard that said a lot of times. So if the point is 5 or 9, I want to lay 1 times odds. So that's 1 time my bet, 5 and 5. Now I have to make it even, so I'm going to go to 6. That means I'm going to win 3 to 2. So for every 2 units, I get 3. So that's $6 there. I'm going to get, let me get my chips here. Okay, so 2 to 3. So that would be $9. 2 to 3. So it's 3 times 3. Yeah, $9. So if I win this bet on a 5 and 9, I'm going to win $9. $6 will give you 9. Now, a really easy way to look at that is easier if you have $10. So let's say I had $10 odds there. I'm going to win 3 times the amount of my chips. Okay, that's an easier way to look at it. $6 is a little weird, but when you look at it this way, if I have 2 units here, I'm going to get paid 3 units on the 5 and 9 because the odds for the 9 are 3 to 2. Okay, and also I would win my flat bet. So on a $10 odds, I would win $15 plus 5 for my pass, and there you go. So that's the 5 and 9. So again, the 4 and 10 pay 2 times odds, the 5 and 9 pay 3 to 2, and then we go to the 6 or 8. Let's move our puck over here. Let's say the point is 8. Now, that pays 6 to 5. So if I have $5 there and the point hits, we win on the 6, I'm going to get paid $6. Okay? So that's odds. And again, odds pay true amount. They pay different than the place numbers. We'll go talk about that later. But so you have a flat bet, and then you have odds. If you would like to place odds, you can do that. Now, let's talk about house edge for a minute. So when we talk about this, the pass line, other than the don't pass, has the lowest edge in the house. Okay? It's a 1.41% house edge. What does that mean? What does house edge mean? So house edge is how much the probability of a dice roll, okay, multiplied by how much you'd win if that happens. So it's a little complicated. We don't go too deep into it. But let's say this was just $1, okay? So if a 7 rolls, I get $1. If 11 rolls, I get $1. Okay? If 5, doesn't matter. Again, so you take all that probability, and I'm not going to go too deep into that, but you add it up, and again, and you subtract it, put it all together, and what you come up with is 1.41. Now what that means is, for every dollar you place, you can expect to lose $1.41. Okay? That's the house edge. They have an edge over you the way it's set up and the way the game is played. Okay? So that's what we're really talking about with house edge. It's $1.41 you can expect to lose for whatever your bet is out there. Now, again, it multiplies up by, again, if you have $10, whatever. Okay? Now, there's, on the 7, excuse me, the 7, so the come out roll, when we talk about this, the 7 and 11, the odds of rolling a 7 are 16.67, okay? That's 6 ways to roll a 7, and Okay, yeah, 16.67 is 6 ways to roll 7 divided by 36, because there's 36 total combinations of the dice. That gives you an advantage of 16.67 for the 7s. For the 11, it's 5.56. There's 2 divided by the 36. Now, here's what we do. On a come-out roll, you have the 7 plus the 11, so you have about a 22% chance of winning on the pass line on a come-out roll. There's about 22% chance of winning. Okay? And the 2, 3, 12, off the top of my head, what is the 2, 2, 2, I don't know what the percentage is. I'll look that up. So anyway, you have a 22% chance of winning there. So that's what you're looking at on the pass line. That's why I say, hey, it could be good on the come-out roll. Now, dice have no memory. You may be saying, well, when we 7'd out, I just had a 7. What are the odds of hitting another 7? Well, pretty good, actually. A lot of times the 7s can come back to back, or an 11 as well. So anyway, that's what we talk a little bit with the math there. So that's most importantly is understand house edge, because what's important is the house edge here is 1.41. That's the lowest percent. Now, it's 1.36 on the don't, but we're not talking about the don't right now. We're just talking about the pass. Okay? And if you, so we'll just stick with this, okay? So, 1.41%. All right, so let's see here. Now, that's the math.
Guys, just a little side note. One thing you may not know, I track every roll at the casino, and I bring them home, I punch them into my computer, and I run them through different scripts, different strategies to see what would have done better, what wouldn't have. I don't know. It's just fun to do. It might be a little bit crazy, but I enjoy it. But I've done a ton of sessions. I got a ton of sessions. Anyway, I have 24,758 rolls so far that I've put in. But here's the thing. Pass with odds is the only one. And if you'll notice over here, it's the only one after that many rolls with a positive bankroll. Everything else is down between $2,000 and almost $5,000. This strategy, my patience to profits with the pass line, it's down 267. But anyway, I find that very interesting. After running all this that many times, that the pass with odds actually shows a positive bankroll after that many. After 91 sessions, over 24,000 rolls. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. Again, it has had, out of all the strategies, it's been the highest amount of money 25 times. 23 times it shows, a positive. 43 times it shows a negative. Okay, so it's pretty solid. Anyway, so I found that fascinating. That's what got me intrigued with the pass line. And let's go back to the practical.
Okay, so back with that. Enough of that. So what does it mean? We have all this math. We have all this stuff. What does it mean? Well, here's what it really means to me, and that through a lot of my testing has really been interesting. Okay? One thing that's fascinating about this is the one bet on the entire table that you can recoup your losses and win some money on one hit. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say I have $5 out there, I have $10 in odds, and the point is 5 or 9, right? I have an even number, point's 5 or 9. Well, if I lose this, I lose $15, correct? Okay, let's say I go back up, and now the point comes to the 9. We got the same odds here, and I put $10 down. And let's say I win it. Well, I'll win $5 for my easy for me to say, for my flat. I'll win 3 to 2. So there's that. So there's my original bet. I have won $20. Well, I lost 15 a minute ago. Now I'm up 20. So I actually am up $5. That's a fascinating piece about the pass line is you can recoup your money even if you lose. Now, there's nothing else that'll do that. On a 6, if you put 5 out there and lose 5, well, let me rephrase that. Now, if you just bet one single number, like a 5, a 6, and you went back on the 5 and won the 5, you could do that. But that's not how most people usually play their systems. What they usually play is the 5, 6, 8, and 9, and then they look for a couple of hits. You have to hit 4 times to recoup your money, and then you have to hit even more to make money. So you have to hit 4 times just to make your money back that you risked, and then you have to keep going. So that's a lot of rolls. And if you lose this, say you win one time on the 5, and you got $7, and then you lose, well, you're down quite a bit of money. So now to recoup your losses, you have to hit about 7 or 8 hits. So again, with most systems, it's very difficult to come back from a loss. So once you get hit, there's a lot you have to come back from. And I know this sounds simplistic, and you would say, well, yeah, of course. But once you run it a million times, you kind of realize, that's something. So that's one thing I really like about the Passline. Now, you really need to look for conditions. Is Passline good? You know, is it throwing a lot of quick 7s and going out or not? I don't know. You have to wait and see. But if the Passline, you know, points are hitting is doing well, man, get on there. That's a good way to recoup some money. So let's give this a shot. How much money do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just grabbed some chips. 50, 75. I have $100 right here. Okay. So let's play and see what happens. So the puck is off. And let's see how we do. We're going to put a $5 Passline. Now, I am not used to being on this side of the table, I will tell you that much. Let's go. All right, there's an 8 on the come out. So the puck is going to go to the 8. And we are going to put 1 times odds. Let me get some singles here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? We're going to do 2 times because that sounds like more fun. Now again, when they talk about 3, 4, 5 times odds, that's just how many more you bet. So on this, you could win, you know, you could put 5 times odds. Well, that would be 5 of these, so you could put at least $25. So we're going to do 2 times odds, and we're going to do $10. $10 behind here. So if we win, we'll get $12 for the odds and $5 for the flat. So right now we have come out, we have a point established. I cannot remove this bet. I can remove my odds whenever I'd like, although it's not a good thing. The nice thing about the odds, oh my goodness, right back at the 8. Whoops, I flipped it. Right back at an 8. The odds have 0 house advantage, which is amazing because once you're established, they had nothing to do with that. There's no 7-11 come out, 2, 3, or 12, none of that. This is a bet that's already there, and you're placing it there. So there's 0% house edge on odds. That's why people say always take the odds. Okay, that may be. So let's take a look at this. Oof. You know what? I need a bank over here, don't I? Because I'm on the wrong side of the table. Let's make this the bank right here real quick. And we get paid $5 for our flat. What do you call that? Flat. And then I will get $12 because I get $6 for each 5. So that's 6 and 6. Boom, boom. All right? Nice. We're already ahead. So let's rack that up. Let's see what we had. 10 odds, so I'll put that there. And 5 in that. Everything else is profit. We'll do that. All right. So now we are going to go off and roll again. Yo, 11. All right. So we win on the come out. $5. Nice. We're definitely ahead. Okay, coming out again. An 8. Whew, we're getting good points, aren't we? So put the back on. Go back out there. And we're going to try for an 8. Let's do 2 times odds again. Here we go. Oh my goodness, a hard 8. Are you kidding me? Could this go any better? So puck is going to go off. We're going to go to come out. And we're going to get paid once again. Get paid 5 and 12. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. See, this Passline's easy stuff. All right, let's go. Oh, I have a come out 7 again. Wow. Could I not have made this any better? There's a 7. This easily could have gone the other way, guys. But right now, it's going all right. All right, oh my goodness. We've come out hard 8. So we are freaking hot on the 8. This shooter must be a dice setter. Here we go. And a 6. So 6 means nothing to us, okay? The only thing we need is an 8 or a Passline. Oh, I forgot my odds, but that's okay. I can put them down anytime I'd like. I can pick them up anytime I'd like. This is the only bet you can't pick up. There's a 9. That does nothing for us. And there's a 6. Nothing for us there. This is really weird being on this side of the table. And there's a 5. Nothing for us there. Inside hits are rolling well. That's nice. There's a 12. Nothing for us there. And an 8! Oh my God, that's 3 times in a row we made that point. This is what we call hot shooter. That was an 8, by the way. So, get paid 5 and 12. Nice! Man, we're crushing it. Crushing it. Alright. Puck goes off. And coming out. And there's a 7 on the come out. Nice. So we paid $5. Oh my goodness. It's the hand of a lifetime. Oh, and a 6. Hard 6. So now we're back on 6. Those are great points to be on. Okay? There's 5 ways to roll a 6. We like that. So odds are in our favor, we would think, right? Let's hope. There's a 5. Nothing there for us. And a 5 again. Nothing there for us. And a 5 again. Wow, 5s are warming up. Play the 5. And a 6. Oh my God, this is 4 points in a row, guys. I couldn't do this even if I tried. And there's $12 there. I'm going to have to get more money from the bank. Oh, we are crushing it. All right. Puck is going to come off because that shooter made his point. And this is a come out roll. Still the same shooter. Wow. There we go. And there's a 10. Okay, so this one may be a little more difficult. Let's go. Now, I would place more odds. Like, I'm okay with 3, 4, 5 times odds on the 6 or 8. Maybe 2 or 3 times on the 5 and 9. And maybe 1 time on the 4 and 10. Now, they pay more, but I can bet less. So I'm just going to go 1 time odds on the 10. Here we go. Oh my God, we rolled a 10 again. Guys, this is a monster. Okay, if you ever had this happen at the casino, whew, enjoy your day. So we get paid 1 for the flat bet, and this pays 2 to 1. So for every 1 chip, we get 2 chips. Boom, boom, boom. We are crushing it. Oh my goodness. This Passline is awesome. All right, here we go. I think we're making money. There's a 5 on the come out. Okay. Now, I might start getting a little scared here. I mean, I don't know how many points it can hit, but so this we're going to put $10 odds. That's an even amount, and we'll get paid 3 to 2. So I'd get $15 if we hit it. There's a 2, nothing there for us. All right, here we go. A 6, nothing there for us. Ooh, this backhanded stick stuff is weird. There's a 6, that doesn't count for us. An 11, nothing there. Again, not a come out roll, so it doesn't matter to us. There's a hard 6. Man, this is a beast of a roll, isn't it? That's the kiss of death. Oh, a 6 again. I guess superstition didn't work. I brought it up. And there's an 8. Oh my goodness. Anybody keeping track of this? And a 7 out. Okay, so finally, 7 out. So we did not hit a 5 before a 7. So that's going to go off, and we're going to lose our bet here. Okay, guys, well, I think that's plenty of time there. Let's just do a real quick chip count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is our original buy-in. $100, right? Here's what we have. Let's take a look at this messy chip stack. All right. Get those out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's cash it in for a nickel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take that as a nickel. Alright, so in one roll there, guys, we won $75, $80, $8 just playing the Passline. Sweet. Now again, that was a monster miracle roll. I take it every single time. But you can see how those winnings can build up. Now again, with $88, again, if you're playing $10, $20 at a time, you know, you just got yourself 6 shooters that you're covered for. Now, it doesn't always happen that way. Trust me, that was lucky. I couldn't get any luckier showing you this strategy right now. But anyway, so overall, that's what I think about the Passline. I think it's a good bet at the right time. I would certainly look at the table and say, hey, is this a good time to play it or not a good time to play it? We'll talk about that later. But there we go. So that's our first part of this series, guys. Know your dice. And that's the Passline. We'll come to something later. Until next time, good luck out there.